Well, we are on a run up to the holiday weekend, and the Labor Day holiday is upon us. Of course, the air show and all kinds of stuff going on for the holiday. But the current week ahead is awfully stuffy. Boy, the heat and humidity are really quite high and noteworthy, to say the least. There's a heat advisory in effect for greater Cleveland, Cuyahoga County in particular, and areas of northwest Ohio. We're going to look in on that. And also the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms will be with us. We'll show you some of the timing, the latest computer models as well, to give you maybe a flavor or an idea of some of the timing involved. But boy, for any of the folks stuck in the heat today, if you are planning on being out and about, of course, you want to take it as slow and easy as possible and provide lots of water for your pets. Bring them inside if you can into the air conditioning because they like to be comfy too. Just like we humans. But other than that, we're going to be talking about perhaps some stormy weather and a look at radar showing severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for parts of central lower Michigan, north and west of Grand Rapids and Flint. For our neck of the woods, we are dealing with a dry atmosphere in the literal sense, I suppose. The figurative sense, it feels awfully humid. The air is loaded up with water vapor and certainly feeling very humid. Heat index values nearing 100 degrees, some locales, especially in the areas of heat advisory over northwest Ohio. But as of right now, no thunderstorms are showing up on the map, and that is definitely obviously very good news. Continue to monitor that, and you want to keep an eye to the sky for any strong to severe weather developments. And again, that would be in the afternoon heat of the day. Let's have a look at our heat firing up from these thunderstorms. This courtesy of the National Weather Service in Cleveland. The graphics showing 100-degree heat index value forecast at its peak between noon and 8 o'clock today. And that includes northwest Ohio, north central Ohio, Ohio and Cuyahoga County, where the heat index values may be at 100 or greater. On the right-hand side of the screen there that you see, that is from the Storm Prediction Center with the heat firing up some of these thunderstorms that could reach severe limits. Now, the confidence isn't necessarily high in the development of these severe thunderstorms, but again, we have to include that potential since the necessary ingredients for local gusty thunderstorms are also there. It will continue hot for tomorrow as well. Heat index values in the 90s, probably low 90s, but that's still plenty hot. And you'll want to wear lightweight, light-colored clothing, of course. And anything that you can do to minimize or mitigate being exposed to that heat. Of course, those who have breathing problems, COPD, things like that, suffer the greatest. The elderly and the very young are most susceptible to these issues with high heat and humidity. There is a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms tomorrow as well. So thunderstorm clusters could reach that category. We'll show you satellite imagery and how things look from upstairs looking downward. You can see these high and mid-level clouds associated with the heat of the day, no real cumuliform clouds where we see that cauliflower, cumulus congestus, which would be an early indicator of perhaps some thunderstorm activity. Most of those are well to the north and west, although a line of some pretty decent thunderstorms out over Lake Michigan may steer themselves in the northern Ohio, and some of the computer models are indicating that as a potential. But most of that action staying over the upper plain states, the Corn Belt, if you will, where a lot of this moisture is provided by the flora and fauna, those the corn crops out there in the Midwest, especially over Minnesota, where these mesoscale convective systems, or MCSs, begin to build. We have a couple of those showing up already on composite radar here, north and east of Sault Ste. Marie. That line of storms will continue to head east. And then there's a pretty good line of thunderstorms up around Milwaukee. That is a mesoscale convective system, not a derecho just yet, But the setup and necessary ingredients there potentially for seeing some of those uh, very powerful thunderstorms bowing into lower Michigan and perhaps even into northern Ohio. We are part of that target area. This is the surface map setup, and you can see it's a stationary frontal boundary, but that begins to move. It shows signs of dislodging and pushing over northern Ohio through the overnight hours. The front draped over the southern Great Lakes. You can see its motion is very subtly, slowly, but inexorably southward over northern Ohio. By tomorrow afternoon, that front will straddle northeast Ohio. We're going to keep the potential for some storms going. By tomorrow night, even though the front has cleared 2/3 of the state, we still have to keep the potential for maybe a random or renegade shower, thunder shower going into tomorrow night. Thursday morning, that front sets up shop close to the Ohio River and doesn't make much progress even on into Thursday evening. We'll see how that shakes out in the full forecast into the holiday weekend here momentarily. So here is one of the computer models, and of course this is we're modeling the atmosphere here. This doesn't mean it will verify as ground truth, but I think the storms, according to this model, are showing signs of firing up in the early morning hours of Wednesday. There you can see that first line of thunderstorms. That's about 5 or 6 in the morning, lasting till about 8 or 9 in terms of timing. And there you can see another round for Wednesday evening firing up. Looks like it starts to quiet down and a little bit more scattered for the day on Thursday. Dew points are very high, feels tropical. Upper 60s, low 70-degree dew points. That's just lots of fuel for afternoon showers and thunderstorms and nighttime storms potentially. You can see some drier air tries to settle into northern Ohio and the dew point forecast there on Thursday. I think that drier air takes a little bit of time before it finally does funnel in. Forecast details for tonight goes as follows. Warm and stuffy showers, thunderstorms, especially late. We can't rule them out cropping up just about any time, but the 30 to 40% chance is best suited for the late night tonight and early morning hours. Sundown at 8:08, overnight lows right around 70. For tomorrow, our Wednesday forecast is partly sunny, a warm, humid day again. Chances for showers and thunderstorms persist. We're looking at an 88-degree high. Heat index values should be in the low, maybe mid 90-degree category. No heat advisory in effect for tomorrow, though. Southwest winds eventually turning out of the north as that front moves through. Here's a look at the extended outlook taking us into the holiday weekend. Thursday, a seasonal high of 83. There's a very small chance for a pop-up shower or storm. We'll keep it at 20%. Better chance that we'll be dodging some raindrops on Friday and maybe even some thunder. Hot and humid in 92, so the heat's not gone just yet as that front surges back northward and then eventually sweeps out of here for Saturday. A passing shower possible. Right now we're looking at an 82-degree high, overnight lows near 60. Sunday looks gorgeous. That's the pick of the 2 weekend days. For the holiday weekend, Monday looking pretty good right now as well. The early outlook is temperatures 70s to near 80. I think an 82 for Sunday, down to 58 on Sunday night with mostly sunny skies. So I think we're going to see some resolution in this pattern as the weather resolves for us on Sunday. Have a terrific rest of your night, everybody. Thanks for stopping by from the AJ Colby Weather Center. I'm meteorologist AJ Colby, and have a great night.